JD, let's move on over to the other division for a second, or the other conference, I should say, for a second, before we go back to the AFC. Right now, there is speculation among football fans. And when I say that, every single football fan I have talked to in my life has said the same thing. Right now, if you look at a certain division in the NFC, every single team has a winning record of at least 66% of their games are wins. That is the NFC North. Vikings 5-0. Lions 4-1. They play each other in this week. So that they could both be 5-1 this week if the Lions win. Regardless, whatever happens, those two teams are still winning teams. Packers 4-2. The Bears 4-2. So JD, question that I think the football world is wondering is, will we get the circumstance where one division has 4 teams make the playoffs?
I'm going to take the boring stance, and I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I don't think every team or all 4 teams will make the playoffs.
Okay.
My reasoning is it's insanely hard. The amount that needs to happen for that to take place is I think they would each divisional game would or each divisional team would have to win all but 2 divisional games, which is hard to do.
They would just have to, everyone would have to split.
Yeah, and again, like, that's hard to bank on itself. And then I think the next tiebreaker for a 4th place team to make the playoffs is like strength of like schedule or whatever, strength of win, if that makes sense. I was looking at this before we went live, but yeah, I mean, I don't know when the last time that it has happened, but I can't recall it happening anytime soon. So I think the cards or the odds are stacked against that situation from taking place. It's insanely hard, because then you're also banking on, each team, because right now the Packers and Bears are both 4-2, right?
Yep.
So you got to bank on them. Who, I mean, I would say the Bears are probably my biggest head scratcher to actually continue winning at the pace they are. So I don't know if I can bank on them, playing almost flawless football.
I can't wait till next week, dude.
Why?
You know who the Bears play next week, right?
You guys?
No. Number 1 versus number 2. Caleb, Jaden, mano-y-mano. Because whoever wins that game, it's bragging rights. Should it be? No. But will it be? Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be bragging rights. Like, if Jaden Daniels wins that game, all the Jaden Daniel fans, see, I told you he was the better quarterback. If the Bears win, see, hey, I told you 2-3. I told you Caleb Williams is the guy, man. I told you that Jaden Daniels, he don't have nothing. He don't have nothing on him.
Yeah, I mean, Bears fans, if they lose that game, might
jump off the bridge into the Chicago River.
Yeah, because they might get some serious PTSD there.
They might just, they just might walk right into Lake Michigan and then never come back.
Yeah, come out. Well, if they do,
at this time of year, where it's starting to get a little chilly at night, you'll freeze.
Yeah, you're telling me, brother.
You'll freeze. But like, I get it. It's just like, here's the thing. If these teams continue to win, there's one other question that has to do with neither of these 4 teams. Do the Bucks continue their hot streak? That is the other thing in this. If the Bucks fall off, that opens the door for 4 teams. Because right now, the Bears would be on the outside looking in. The Buccaneers are literally, either them or the Falcons, because you only need one of those South teams to flounder out. And I'm telling you, the Bucks, they play Baltimore this week. Then they play Atlanta again. Then they play Kansas City and San Francisco.
Okay.
Then they get their easy part of the schedule. The Giants, the Panthers, the Raiders. Then they get the Chargers, which could be a tough game. The Cowboys, which looking right now is probably going to be an easy win for them. And then they end their year with the Cowboys, the Panthers, and the Saints, which right now looks like a cakewalk. So it's basically, can the Bucks survive the next 4 weeks? Can they survive the Ravens, the Falcons, the Chiefs, and the Niners?
I mean, I don't think they're gonna win all those games.
They gotta win. They gotta go 3 of 1, maybe 2 of 2 at the worst. You gotta win at least 2 of these next 4 if you're the Bucks.
Yeah, I think 2 of 4 is at least reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
But I also I mean, I don't necessarily think. Oh yeah, because I guess the Falcons, right? Because
Yep.
yeah, I don't really think
Falcons
that
win the division.
Yeah, I don't think 2 teams will come out of the South. So yeah, but I think that yeah, as long as they can keep pace, because even towards the end of the season, they could kind of make up games. If they kind of speed wobble here.
Let's play a fun game.
Okay.
That 4-game stretch that I mentioned. Ravens, Falcons, Chiefs, Niners. What's the Buccaneers record at the end of it? Just gut reaction.
I think they'll go 2 for 4.
2-2, you mean?
Yeah, 2-2.
I'm gonna go one worse. They're gonna go 1-3. They're gonna beat the Falcons, lose to the rest. The Bears. They have the bye this week. So bye this week, then their next 3 in that stretch. Commanders, Cardinals, Patriots. They're gonna go 2-1.
Yeah.
They might that Commanders game will be the loss if they do lose.
I don't know. I think I could see them losing to the Cardinals as well.
Fine, they lose one of them, they win the other one. Like they're not going to lose 2 in a row. I don't think.
No, I think they could lose both.
So you're going 1-2.
Yeah.
Okay. Minnesota, Lions, Rams, Colts, Jaguars. I think we go 4-0 or 3-1. That Lions game is the only loss.
Yeah, I think I'll go the safe route and say 3-1.
Mm-hmm. Lions, Vikings, Titans, Packers, Texans. This is one where I could see them going 2-2. I could see them going 3-1. Because I'm a Viking fan, I'm gonna go 2. Here's the thing: the Packer game. Texans, I think, beat the Lions. Vikings, I think, beat the Lions. Lions beat the Titans. It's all about that Packer game. I'm gonna go 2-2. I think they beat the Packers, lose to the Vikings.
I think they'll beat the Texans.
Okay.
Or because
the Houston Shrouds.
Well, just my reasoning for the Texans is again the Texans. I do think they're a good team, but in recent weeks, even in their wins, they've been exposed a little bit. That defense has gotten exposed in the secondary, and the offensive line has struggled with like holding or not, or just penalties in general, and also, I mean, yeah, it's really just been penalties on the offensive line, which has set them up behind the sticks. But yeah, so I could see them beating Houston.
And then the last team, the Packers. They've got Houston, Jacksonville, Lions, Bears. I think there's a bye in there at some point.
Okay.
There might be a bye. Actually, no bye. No bye. They have 4 games. They have Houston. No, there is a bye. So it'd be Houston, Jacksonville, Detroit. And then the bye week would be the 4-game stretch.
I would say 2-1.
1-2. Maybe 2-1. I can't remember. Like, Houston to me is an enigma. Like, I could see them losing. I could see them winning. They should beat Jacksonville.
I'll say this. I don't think Houston loses both the games that I just
They will
said. I
lose
think
one or the other.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then I'm going to say 2-1 for the Pack. Like, here's the thing. The North has the pathway. It's just, can you capitalize on this tough 4-game stretch that the Buccaneers are going to have? Can you do it? Will they do it?
I think because I think those are two very different answers, right? Like, can they do it? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Will they do it? I'm not sure. I think it's kind of a coin toss.
The other thing we have to talk about, there are 3 teams we have to talk about. 1, Eagles right behind the Bears. Cowboys right behind the Bears. Seahawks right behind the Bears. Do any of those teams have the oomph to jump?
And that's the annoying part, is because for some reason, even though everything that we've been shown so far said I should stop believing in the Eagles or the Cowboys.
Well, the Cowboys are injured. I am off on the Cowboys.
Yeah, but like
I'll say this. You and I were gonna do a segment, but I kind of was like wishy-washy on it, where you wanted to talk about coaches that will be fired.
Yeah.
I will allude to that. If Mike McCarthy's not fired after this year, Jerry Jones is an idiot. We already know he is.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because like I don't know. There's something like you mentioned, like, you give me that question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see the Eagles jumping the Bears. For some reason I'm still higher on the Eagles than the Bears. Cowboys, yeah, they're injured, but I could see them still finding ways to win and jumping the Bears.
Okay.
Now, should I think that? Probably not. But I don't know, man. Like, I have a hard time believing that this Eagles team, I know Sirianni's not a great coach anymore, or never was a great coach, but I just, dude, the Eagles have too much talent to be this bad. So I don't know. I feel like they're going to be a team that can turn it around and make the playoffs. So that's all I'll say about that.
So this is where you guys come in. Let us know down below. What do you guys think? NFC North, are they going to have every single team from the division make the playoffs? Let us know in that comment section. As always, we'd like to thank the people that make these videos possible, our patrons whose names are displayed on the screen now. If you would like to become a patron, go ahead and click the Patreon icon in the bottom right. And if you'd like to check out another video from MVP Sports, hit the video in the upper left. As always, thanks for watching.